Hello there everyone on YouTube, so welcome to another campaign here on Total War Warhammer. What is going to be? It's going to be the Eye for an Eye campaign. I want to check that out with the Beastmen, and let's see what we can have here. So lots of stuff to read here. I'm going to read really fast. So much of the old world is covered in dark, forbidding forests. Although mankind has claimed this land, to think the forests are tamed would be a mistake, for they are the blood grounds of the cloven ones. Beastmen are creatures of chaos, so civilization is anathema to them. Yeah, it's nice. This is a word used on Exalted series, which I'm playing. It's an RPG tabletop game. Really cool. And they raid and destroy all that they come across. Mankind has retaliated, but bringing a war herd to battle is hard. Beastmen are master ambushers, using the beast paths to entrap an enemy army, the hunter quickly becoming the hunted. Even when battle is joined, beastmen are ferocious foes. Mighty beast lords control herds of goat-headed cores. Smaller ungurs strike from the flanks, and frenzied massive minotaurs charge at any enemy line. Then there are the many monsters in thrall to their bestial masters: chaos spawn, warhounds, giants, and seagulls. Today, but a few. Sorry about that. I slept a little bit badly yesterday. Such a fierce menagerie. I cannot say this in English, I'll say it in French. Menagerie is partly why the old world's forests are still terrifying places where the children of chaos roam, lurking in the darkness, desperate to pull apart the very fabric of civilization. Civilization isn't with a Z? Or is it one of those words that English to UK, like American English to UK English, changes? Can't recall that. Chaos smacked into greenskins, that's what the Beastmen are, basically, except that they don't have armor. Yeah, I've seen that situation where it's like a horde of greenskins, kind of upgraded greenskins. They have a little bit more stuff, or better stuff at some points, and but they do not have a lot of troop titles. Finally managed to come watch streams, SusaVile. Hello, Spartacus Fiend! How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream, mate. Okay, they do not suffer. Let me check the race mechanics. Beast Cord armies do not suffer from infighting. Yeah, that was cool. Bestial rage penalties for any positive diplomacy conducted. The faction has no settlements. Infrastructure and military improvements are linked. Right. Corruption. Chaos corruption can be spread in enemy territory, leading to public order problems and even chaos rebellions. And the victory objectives. Let me see the wager. Oh, destroy Marienburg and earn the following amount from raiding: 0 to 15,000, and ensure the Boris Todbringer is in a wounded state. Alright. So, Confederation hours. Aggressive unit roster with a variety of beasts and monsters, strong diplomatic penalties, cannot trade. Let me see some minotaurs. Armor piercing, they do not have a lot of armor there. But look at that weapon strength. It's bloody hot summer now for us in Finland. Man, if it is hot in Finland, can you imagine in Portugal? Man, we're getting to a point here in Portugal that we cannot do anything without having like 2 or 3 glasses of water nearby. This is armor piercing, so that's already 2 armor piercings. Anti-infantry. Look at that weapon strength. It's amazing. But I don't like those numbers. 12, 24. I wish they were bigger. Specialist artillery with a range of 400. Oh, so this is like one dude that is an artillery. Causes terror, special range weapon, armor piercing. Missile damage a lot. Look at that. Look at that, man. Alright, let's continue then. And I can only have the Kazarak D1I. What is he? He can unlock a ferocious reservoir. Income from raiding and leadership +5 versus humans. We're gonna go on legendary, I guess so. I guess we're gonna go on legendary. So you start over there on the Reichland channel. It's cool. I think you can only summon a SEGA on the map, like the zombies with the vampire counts. Oh, that's interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Usually our summer is cold and now it's hot. Man, it's It's global warming. It's not happening, right? It's not happening. I love when they say that it's not happening. I always remember myself. Of, oh, I got some Centaurs here, very fast in Vanguard deployment. All right, so it's exactly ambush-like. The whole type of troop, it seems to be going like, for instance, these guys are about the heaviest that I have, and the leadership is nothing. 60 is nothing. But they all seem to be really good on melee attack, weapon strength. That's nice. I thought there is a lawnmower in your background when he's roaring. It does sound like that. I love his other weapon. Like, you know, he's gonna whip you and then hit you. That's awesome. Alright, let's start up the campaign. So Todbringer took the eye from this guy. That's awesome. Global warming, maybe global cooling. Who could say? Honestly, I love the idea because it's, if you watch the movie The Day After Tomorrow, they explain why a global warming actually causes an ice age or something like that. That's a very overfetched theory over there. The biggest situation is that when they say, "Oh, the rise in sea levels is going to be of an inch," and everyone goes, "Well, that's not going to cause anything." And it does cause, but it's so hard to explain because it's not an inch. If you go to the beach and you see, okay, if the water rises an inch, it's nothing. But it's not exactly like that. When that happens, it means like a lot. It's more like every inch counts in your imagination, counts as a meter or more, so that you can get the whole idea of what may happen in terms of catastrophe. Like, however, in terms of the changes in the weather, they are actually quite sporadical. I don't know how to explain this, because every century there are like ups and downs regarding the cooling and the warmth. Like for instance, in World War II was one of the coldest years that there were was ever, you know. So I think it was on 42 or 43. It was one of the coldest winters ever. So that's a lot of those situations. That's a long loading scene. Tell me about it. I just had enough time to explain a lot of things. Right, let's see what we have.
Mabas histag ak mabas wamu. Glyph aled akasuagu. Hard Wusra Dawak Farugunke. Green skin, Guagu Black Pit. Kukshu Akmab, Tarza Hard Wusra. Hard Wusra Dwifku, Whipshot Fugu. Ta Fagudat Mas Adugun. Kazrak Zawin. Todd Bringer. Dama. Yagzu UFI. Laksai Todd Bringer Zabu. Hardwoodsra. So mad.
Alright, it seems it's done with the introduction, only 10 minutes later. Rargh! So, destroy the following factions. Karaburg, and I'll earn a lot of favor. Right, so let's see. Now, there's certainly a lot of stuff here. And I start with some stuff. Let me see just the income here. So, the Gore Herd... Oh, they're very weak, look at that. You know, anything below 40 is really weak. All the new Total War games it's just a continuation of Shogun. Well, quite, but I like this one as well. Noir Ferret. It's one of the things, it's certainly not Medieval 2, which I usually play. With the Third Age, for instance. I just would love some of the mechanics here compared to mechanics on Medieval 2, like retraining, for instance. It's one of the best mechanics that they have here, because it was just annoying at Medieval 2 or Rome. When you wanted to merge troops, you have to build it up again, and then you're always going to end up with units that are very low in numbers. And it was kind of ridiculous that you couldn't just, okay, let's put them up. Or that it would have to be on that specific spot. So there was always like armies going back and forth with that, actually. So now they do have a lot of stuff, and I don't see any armies for now, but that doesn't mean that it's not difficult. Now this has a big garrison, this one doesn't. Yeah, it's a good place to start. I'm not amazed by the map size, the amount of factions in the units. Quite true. That's one of the things that I wish, like, for instance, if the game had started with exactly this, the Beastmen, you know, and the Chaos Warriors units, and now we were receiving some factions, I guess so. You know, it's kind of a trend that it's not going to go away because people keep buying, you know, DLCs. So it's a trend that it's not going to stop. Bestial Rage, change per turn, Unruly. Hang on, you need to keep Bestial Rage by winning battles or adopting the raiding stance. Oh, I can gain Bestial Rage here. That's nice. This decreases it. Use Beast Paths. Nearby hostile may intercept meeting on the Beast Path. Immune to attrition. Oh. And on this one, Beastman Ambush. You know, all of them can be used and moved. So I can always be moving on a Beastman Ambush. That is nice. Should be like this, 20 cities instead of 2. Quite, but then you would have, do notice this. This is one of the biggest issues for any developer. How much time do you actually take on winning a campaign? You're gonna take like what? If you're slow, if you get your time into it, if you play every battle, you're gonna take about 30 hours on a given campaign if you want to conquer everything, for instance. So 30 hours, even more actually, 40 hours, let's say. It's not an impressive. So if you're taking 40 hours with this reduced amount of settlements, then if they would multiply that by what you're saying, by 10, that would be 400 hours. Well, of course less, because it's exponential. At some point you're just going to overwhelm them. So that's one of the things. You know, you notice that a lot on many mods, like stainless steel for Medieval 2, or Rome Total Realism for Rome 1, which just makes the game really long. Like really long. Let's say that halfway through you're not liking it. It's just a lot of time that you wasted. So, as a developer, you know.
You again? Yes.
Oh, thank you, Norferret, for the follow. Appreciate that. So, basically, the idea here is basically how do you cope with getting a good experience that will take enough time for it to be interesting, and the other stuff. You know, that's why I believe the best way for a developer is to put mods or mod availability so that it can be arranged. You know. Right. So we do have some technologies. Research rate, and plus 20%, which means one less turn at the minimum. And case corruption all characters. This gives more research rate. This costs 5,000 there. I don't think I'm gonna spend that right now. More for gore, ungore, lords, or income from raiding, or leadership. I think leadership is really important, but it does give me the research rate issues there. No problem. I'm subscribed to you on YouTube after all. Fine, man. By the way, apologies if I don't recognize your names from YouTube, because sometimes people change those, of course. Right now, let me check one thing. Should I build up some stuff? I gotta check a lot of stuff. Horde recruitment capacity, that's nice. This one would require some Ungor herds and some Ungor spearmans. Man, I'm checking that they are really bad, all of them. Really bad, actually, wow. What is this? This guy has armored, finally. So that's a good guy to go to. What we have here as well. We can get some warhounds, that is good. And then a chaos warhounds, and then a chaos spawn. What is the Centigores? It seems like these are kind of my, let's say, cavalry. Armor piercing and anti-infantry. Not a lot of stuff on that. So more armor and upkeep. This is a good one. More unit experience, more armor, melee. Right, that's nice. And what about here? Oh, I can get the Minotaurs there on the fire pit. Yeah, I think the Minotaurs are generally the units that you want to go. Have you any moderators? No, not yet. Don't think he has a lobby big for it yet. Ah, you beast it up! Hello, Snowhood! Welcome to the stream. How you doing, mate? I watched your Third Age stuff and Roman stuff, waiting for you to do Alpha Centauri for Steel Gunner. Man, thank you so much. I'm actually going to make immediately a note regarding that Alpha Centauri, because certainly that will happen. It's one of the games that I'll probably be playing very soon. Man, you just reminded me of that. Thank you, dude. Just woke up. Actually need coffee. Man, I actually need coffee as well. I'm just checking into things. I haven't even moved. I'm just talking. So, I mean, not that many people here fighting. Yeah. So what can I recruit initially? Just these spearmen and these Ungor raiders. I think it would be better just to get some of these recruitment units. Yeah, I guess it's better for me to just go for it and just build up some stuff. You know, this gives me some horde recruitment capacity, and I can get some dens here. And I think that's going to be the idea. Can I build anything else? No. And I can't build this if I'm recruiting those units, right? And if I'm not recruiting, how much does it cost actually? Then I can build it up. So that takes only one turn, and I'm suddenly with 500 money. How much does it take? 400 to recruit. Right, then at least one man there. I think going for the leadership is actually very important, so I'm gonna go for that. Or this income from raiding as well. Puny human, no fight. The Minotaurs are epic. Hello, Spartacus. Minotaurs feel like the stuff that I'm gonna have to do. Now, I'm at war with everything here. With the cult of Ulrich. Very well, fine. So let's just end up the turn. Alright, so they have another army right there. And I suddenly have the constructions done. So what can I recruit right now? I can actually recruit another lord or recruit a hero? Not yet. What do I need? The meat larder and the ritual mound. Right? So I need these for all of these guys. That's nice. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. So I'm actually going to be able to get these Ungor herds and Ungor spearmen very soon. Let me see... Not that. Let me see the recruitment. What can I recruit? A couple of Chaos Warhounds. Go for Gorbel as soon as possible. What is Gorbel? Sorry about that. Building browser. It's another guy. It's another stuff. The fire pit. What is Gorbel? Oh, it's the hero unit. Alright, alright, alright. So, basically, we've recruited some units, so let's make our first battle and check this out. I'll then be ambushing, probably, so let's go for it. Can go in Beastman ambush and still attack, right? Yep. Let's check this one out. So that's going to be our first battle. You'll be given a choice between him and the shaman in about 5 to 10 turns. Alright. Alright, alright. And you will always go for Gorbel? I've seen a lot of people playing and there's plenty of failures as well. So I'm not... It doesn't matter to me if I fail on this campaign initially, because it's just to test out the mod and see how it goes. It's actually my first view of it. The ambush is their basic move stance. Yeah, I've seen that on another guy's channel. He is... Let me give you his Twitch channel. Hang on a second. Captain Chubby. That's his name. So he was actually surprised of it, and I was actually surprised as well, because it suddenly gives you a lot of different ideas. You know, that your ambush stance is always the basic move stance. So you're always constantly ambushing. That's really good. Like against an army that is constantly ambushing you, I would need a lot of detection on that situation, or to have smaller armies going in or something like that to detect them before. That would be nice. I mean, just thinking on the opposite end. Right. Well, they had to make it different. After all, they are chaos and greenskins smacked together. Quite. So let's have a view on this. So these guys are actually Vanguard, right? They are Vanguard deployment. So that is something that I have to take advantage of. The fact that these guys can actually deploy very close to them. Now, they don't have any missile units, so there's no problem with me doing that. I also have these gores and ungores.
Help you again? Yes.
Thank you for the follow, Snowhood. You can help me for sure. So then I have this bestial cavalry. I'm gonna use them like here in order to provide some charge. I'm actually not gonna use them as charge on this battle, just as pursuit units. Then the Minotaurs, well, certainly these guys are just gonna wait here. So I'm gonna group these guys up. I'm gonna use this guy as much as I can. Green Snow? This is funny, I'm Yoda. Everyone is Yoda, man. Everyone is Yoda. Yoda is everything. Like this cavalry, I'm gonna put him here just to flank that up. Very well, let's check this one out. So how is your campaign doing, dude? I usually record 2 or 3 parts due to work and not enough time to record all the time. Same, man. Right now, the biggest issue is that I'm always shifting schedules at my work, so I'm having to shift the schedule here as well, which is... it's so annoying. You know, when I get the hang of, yeah, I'm getting always this at this time, always at that one, and then suddenly I have to change it again. Right, let me just see things here. So he is retreating there. I'm gonna put my cavalry here. Minotaurs are the best monster unit from the 12s. Yep. It does feel like these guys are going to be my biggest guys, actually. This guy is a melee expert. I want to test him out by sending him against the spearman. He's actually quite frightening there. Now, why can't you shoot? They're not shooting, actually. Here we go. So I'm just putting up the cavalry there. I found SusaVile through Lord Tano. A shame he stopped making videos. Man, Lord Tano the Duke, I remember him. He was doing 4th Age, actually, mods, and in different mods. At some point he was doing Hero as well, which was amazing. Right, let's charge these guys in. You guys are going to start attacking those spearmen. Let's approach here. Now let's see my Minotaurs against the swordsman. Your archers have crappy range. Quite, I can see that actually. I can see that they actually have bad range there. Now my dude, let me see where he's going for. This Adolphus Bieber is wavering. Let me see him fighting actually. Smash them to pieces! So what do I have there? Only a couple of spearmen. So these guys are no longer necessary. You're gonna stop your fire at will. Did I lose any Minotaurs? Nothing at all. These guys are certainly beasts. Look at that. Look at that! The axe is bigger than them! Great thing when you're fighting against Beastmen is you only need cheap units. Yeah, also, since they don't have a lot of specialized units there, then you don't have to commit with bigger armies or better armies, let's say. Maybe some great swords and mortars. Well, at some point, if you can support them easily, then of course. But I get the idea that you don't actually need those in order to do this. Now, so far it doesn't seem like I suffered too much. You can notice that the spearman herd just get completely wrecked in a few moments. So I cannot... That's one thing that I noticed on some other guys' campaigns, where you cannot rely on them to survive a lot on this. Hang on a second, dude. I want you to chase this guy, and you're going on that way. That's because they are split up. Oh, bye. Well, maybe you can chase this one. You can't? Alright, so that's an end battle. Okay, good victory. Another settlement to destroy. I don't know how this will go. 84 losses is nothing. I'll probably be able to replenish those. So let's see what I can earn. Probably money would be the best on this case. That is nice. And we got some bestial rage there. What happens when I reach the warg? Do I get a lot of bonuses there? You do not need like halberds because they're barely armored, and also not the shielded spears because of their archer scrap range. Some poor leadership they have, but your general and hero will get some stat buffs for leadership and armor to help out. You're talking like Yoda. Yoda talking like me. Basically, yeah, I've noticed that on some other streams as well. Right, so I can loot and raise, or I can get some Chaos Corruption and Horde Growth. You get a Beastman Ward. Yeah, but exactly what does it do? Does it differ from the Greenskins one? Okay, it's not a lot of money. I think I'm gonna raise and defile, and that will give me some Horde Growth. Melee attack there, that is nice. Character details, he has a Sword of Battle, and now he's gonna get some skills. Hang on, what does he have? Recruitment cost for besting arms, minus 4%. You control the same way, you can set waypoints to it. Oh, alright. So campaign movement range is always nice. What do we have here? Bestial Cunning. Nice, ambush. And characters or leadership, and lots of leadership. I certainly feel like I'm gonna need the leadership first and for all. Yeah. So can you move? No, you cannot move after attacking. I don't know if that is because of that. And I cannot enter this one. Well, at least we're doing fine on that regard. Let me end up the turn and see what happens. Alright, it was a fast turn actually. If I raid, do I gain anything? No, because he doesn't have anything here.
No.
Now that's some great swords there. So that army is still gonna defend itself pretty easily. Yeah, it's still gonna defend itself.
Absolutely not.
I don't think I should attack it right now. I think for now I should just encamp. Beast of Rage is dropping a little bit. I think I should just encamp for now and build up some more. 1,800. I certainly want a couple of cavalry units. Can you build anything actually? You cannot, due to the horde growth, right? I do need some horde growth there, but I gained that surplus over there. There are 5 or 6 factions only. Alright, that's good. That actually helps out. I certainly want this cavalry, the Chaos Warhounds. If he doesn't have a lot of cavalry, or if he only has swordsmen there, then I can do a lot of damage onto it. Right, let's see what happens. So, Gorbel or the Shaman? So, I'm gonna pick with the Shaman. I know that you want me for going for Gorbel. Let's go for Gorbel then. What does he do, actually? What does this guy do? Skills. What can he do? More leadership. Lots of leadership, actually. The ability Strength of the Land. More armor. More armor. This guy can give them armor like hell. Armor piercing. More armor. So this guy is like the buffer for everything. Some of the biggest cities have some Empire Knights and Pistoliers, but not much cavalry. Yep, right, so that seems good. This guy seems good. And what does he do when deployed? Modifies public order by -5, right? Can I recruit anything here?
I refuse.
I can recruit, but I think for now I'll be fine. I think actually some Ungar Raiders would be nice. Can I build up anything? Not yet. So there's nothing that I can do on that regard. And I think I'm gonna move, yeah, Beastman ambush at least until here. And now, can I encamp and build up some units? Certainly. What would that be? I think need a couple more archers. Archers in the early game.
Not likely.
And let's see if we can draw him out. Let's invade the hero. Can only get 1 from 2. Those are strange skills. You can get only 1 from 2. Oh! Let me check that out then. It's this guy. Skills. Oh, I get you. Either you get the best of the beast. Or you can get this. So this gives you leadership 15, and this gives leadership 20. Wow. And evasion chance. Why would you will lock skill the vast and ending war? Oh, and then you can get this, and with the other one. Right, I think it's this one that I will be picking, right? No, available at spending 3 skills points on the previous skill. Ah, alright. So I can only choose this. Or this, right? The recruitment costs. That's it, right? I think so. Something like that. It's same thing here. I can either get the armor or the melee attack. Alright. I feel you. Now I get it. Alright. Guys, for YouTube, that will be it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're going to enjoy this campaign. If I lose the campaign, it's alright. It's just a test as well. That is me just explaining that I'm not as sure. I was watching a lot of other streamers, and they were having some difficulties in the beginning because it's really hard to adjust to the whole overall army, and I think that's the biggest issue that I'm going to have as well. So cheers guys on YouTube, and bye bye.